What's up guys, it's Will back again, and today's review is Fences. Before we start, I actually realized that I forgot to say happy holidays to you all, and I feel really bad about it. So I just wanted to say that I hope you all had an awesome Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever else you celebrate. Feel free to share your interesting holiday stories down below so we can all discuss them together if you're feeling up to it. But anyway, Fences is a drama film that was directed by its lead actor in Denzel Washington and is based on the recurring play of the same name written by August Wilson, who also wrote this film. So Fences takes place in 1950s Pittsburgh, where a small family is living day in and day out simply trying to make ends meet. Troy Maxson, played by Denzel Washington, is a former baseball player that's currently working as a trash collector and making just enough money to support his loving wife Rose, played by Viola Davis, and their son Corey, played by Jovan Adepo. Troy has a bit of a checkered past, and his failures and bad luck in life have taken a toll on him after all these years, and he hopes to keep his son Corey from repeating his father's mistakes in life in the hope that he'll eventually become better than him. Troy believes in firm discipline and constantly preaches the importance of respect and fulfilling your duty to those close to you, but sometimes his extreme methods rub his loved ones the wrong way. And the rest of the film is spent with the Maxson family as we watch Troy's at times rash behavior cause a stir in the household as the family tries to simply keep their heads above water in 1950s Pittsburgh. Okay, so I went into this movie with some pretty high expectations because when I saw the trailer, I thought it looked incredibly dramatic and gritty and like a film that was probably going to be in the Oscar conversation. Well, I gotta say, Fences is definitely one of the best films of the year, and I really enjoyed it. Coming into it, I had no idea that it was based on a play, and when the movie ended, I remember my mom and I both saying that it reminded us of a play because of how it basically all takes place at the house and that's it. Sort of like a play with a very small scale story would operate. Fences is a story that's told about one family and one family alone, and they don't ever venture too far outside the family residence in order to tell it. And if I had known that coming in, I might have been skeptical because that sounds kind of like it'd be a little redundant and uneventful, but somehow the filmmakers found a way to make it entertaining and extremely dramatic and also compelling. The story is told almost entirely through the conversations between the characters, and what I loved about these conversations was how genuine and realistic they feel. Now I know what you're thinking, Will, you didn't grow up in 1950s Pittsburgh, so you don't know what people talk like back then. Yeah, that's true, but I think anyone who grew up in a household with a father and mother who at times disagreed on how to effectively raise their children, which is almost all of us, can relate in some way. And I think that while Fences is certainly a more extreme version of common real-life experiences for most families in modern day, I think a lot of people will be able to relate in some way to the characters' experiences. The only problem I ever had with these conversations was an overload of exposition in certain spots. This story is told through the acting performances and the dialogue, but sometimes the dialogue lacks subtlety and sort of just delivers you key information about our characters in a way that feels a bit forced. But I have to say that the acting in Fences is easily some of the best of the year. The film lies mostly on the shoulders of Denzel Washington and Viola Davis, and the two deliver some of the best performances of the year. These are Oscar-worthy performances for which I'm pretty certain they'll both get nominated. Denzel embodied the character of Troy so perfectly, and I honestly don't know anyone who could have put off this part better than he did. To be honest, he's sort of an asshole, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have some redeeming qualities as well. I'll say it like this: sometimes you love him, usually you hate him, because you've heard about what he's been through in the past and you see what he's going through now, and in some ways you empathize with him because of how hard he's had it. But what it boils down to is a broken man who's trying to find any sort of happiness he can in life and make sure he holds on to it with as firm a grasp as possible. I think this is Denzel Washington's best performance of his career, and as of now, I think he should win Best Actor, but I still have plenty of other contenders to watch, so we'll see. Viola Davis was also outstanding. There's a couple scenes in particular where she just absolutely steals the show and delivers easily one of the most dynamic performances of the year. She doesn't get as much screen time as Denzel does, but boy does she make it count, and after she possibly wins an Oscar for her performance here, her career is gonna skyrocket. I think she might win because Rose is a very conflicted character, and Viola Davis did such an amazing job showing the inner conflict that she's experiencing regarding Troy and his overall approach to raising their son Corey. Something that's actually going to surprise you when you see Fences is the amount of humor that's present. Now I went into the theater expecting simply a drama film with great acting performances and not much else, and you definitely get that, but this film also has some really well-placed humor that just adds a bit of lightheartedness to a film that's mostly pretty serious. There's two characters that do most of the heavy lifting in the comedy department, and that's Bono, played by No, Bono, not Bono. There we go, played by Stephen McKinley Henderson, and Gabriel Choi's brother, played by Mykelti Williamson. This isn't to say that the other actors don't have their funny moments, they definitely do, but these two shined in several hilarious scenes that I think serve as a testament to how diverse a film Fences is. But overall, I loved Fences. It's truly a beautiful film. I thought it had amazing Oscar-worthy acting performances, extremely well-written dialogue, a great balance of drama and comedy, and a beautiful story about the importance of family and loved ones. The only con I have for Fences is that sometimes the characters will drop a little too much exposition in a way that feels a bit forced. I'm still going to give Fences a 9.5 out of 10 and recommend that you see this one in theaters if you're looking for a drama film with some amazing acting performances. So did you guys see Fences yet? What did you think of it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if not, let me know whether you'd be interested in watching this film or not. And as always, if you like this video, click that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for much more content like this. That's all for now though. This is WillFoxification signing off. See you in the next review.